Hello everybody, the Brickologist here with episode 3 of my LEGO Lord of the Rings retrospective. Back in 2012, I reviewed all the original LEGO Lord of the Rings sets when they were released in 2012 and 2013, and with the theme's revival in 2023, I thought it was a good time to take a closer look back and see how these sets hold up today. Today's set is set number 9471, Uruk-Hai Army, which released on June 1st, 2012 for about $30 US, adjusted for inflation that's closer to $40 here in 2024. It contains 257 pieces, and unfortunately I no longer have the box, but here is a quick view at what the packaging would have looked like. While this set does have two fairly substantial builds, it's also essentially a glorified battle pack, and it literally is called Uruk-Hai Army, so let's look at the Uruk-Hai Army. There are 4 Uruk-Hai figures included in this set, and they all have the exact same printing head to toe, so let's look at this minifigure kind of as the base model, and then I will point out the differences in armor and accessory. I love the printing here, it looks brilliant, especially on the face with the white hand of Saruman. That is great. This one in particular was given a black hairpiece, which differentiates him from the bunch. That is very cool. The other face print does not have the white hand, and there is good back printing. The accessories for this figure are fantastic molds for their sword and their shield. Both of those just look A1. I absolutely love it. Our second Uruk-Hai here is the exact same minifigure, but instead of the hairpiece, he gets that awesome helmet mold that just looks pitch perfect. One of my favorite helmet molds LEGO has ever done. That just is truly an iconic piece. The final two are the exact same minifigure. They were given awesome armor pieces for their torsos and really long axes that are a very intimidating LEGO weapon. These Uruk-Hai minifigures just translated really well to minifigure form. I adore them. On the good guys side, you get the only named character in this set, and that is Éomer, and this figure is truly spectacular. Look at the helmet. The mold is fantastic, but the printing is just insane. I am absolutely blown away by that. And the printing on his torso, his legs, the shield, all of it looks perfect. The face has a pretty striking resemblance to the character from the movie, which I love. The back printing and the double-sided face, great as well. This is one of my personal favorite LEGO minifigures ever made. I love him, and he is completely exclusive to this set, which is a humongous bonus. Unsurprising, given he's a rider of Rohan, Éomer also comes on a horse, one of the new horse pieces that LEGO introduced in 2012 for LEGO Lord of the Rings, and it looks fantastic. I absolutely love this. Last and unfortunately least is the generic Rohan soldier. This is the only appearance of this figure ever, and I really wish LEGO made more of them. This is a massable group, and I would have loved to have a small army of them. The figure, however, lacks a little bit of detail. No leg printing, but more importantly, the helmet, which is that same exact fantastic mold, has no printing. It looks kind of plain if you ask me. The face print underneath there is good. Double-sided face works well, also has the bow and quiver and some back print too, so a good minifigure, but definitely not one of the better ones. The first build here is a Ballista for the Uruk-Hai, and I think this gets the job done fairly well. The wheels on the bottom are a bit on the skinny side, but they do roll pretty nicely, which is a good playability function. Additionally, I like all of the wooden plank parts printed on this. That kind of adds some flavor to the design. The actual crossbow section of the Ballista here looks pretty good as well, and I especially like the use of this part here for some added detail. But of course, there has to be some sort of firing play feature. By pushing in on this incredibly obvious red part back here, seriously, this color is super intrusive to the look of this build. I really wish that were in brown. You can essentially fire off 2 flick fire missiles, watch, and it's a little bit tight because my pieces are old, but once you get it done, it functions fairly well, so that is really nice. Build number 2 is Helms Deep, or a little chunk of Helms Deep. This is essentially a piece of the wall for Helms Deep, and unfortunately, there is one major inaccuracy. In the film, the wall for Helms Deep is extremely flat. However, for some reason, LEGO did kind of a half castle turret design right here and it juts out. Now honestly, the LEGO design is more interesting visually and to build, but it's not accurate to the film at all. And because this set is encouraged as an expansion for Helms Deep, and if you buy multiple of this set, it extends the wall further out, it just looks wrong when compared to the source material. That is something I simply cannot ignore. Otherwise, this design has a lot of fun LEGO castle-y details that I quite like. The mix of normal bricks with some of the sand ones, also dark green, and the mason bricks all flow together extremely well. Up top here you have a flag, a torch, and there is a catapult right here. It includes some cylinders to launch at the enemy. That is a good play function, and there is also plenty of room to stand your Rohirrim soldiers up top, which is very good. Moving down from there, there is a nice staircase piece. LEGO doesn't always include those, so that is very cool to see here. And it also reveals absolutely nothing. They could have put like a weapons rack or something down here. A little bit disappointing there is no detail. However, you can now see the pin connections of how this does attach to the bigger Helms Deep set. And when I review that set in this retrospective series, we'll take a closer look at that. Uruk-Hai Army is essentially a glorified battle pack, and I think this set is a humongous success from that standpoint. However, I think it falters a little bit as a standalone piece. The Uruk-Hai stuff you get here is truly fantastic. 4 brilliant minifigures perfect for army building along with a nice Ballista build that actually functions well. I truly have no complaints. It also serves nicely as a DLC to the bigger Helms Deep set to help set the scene there, which is great. Conceptually, I love the idea of having an extension for your Helms Deep wall. However, I already mentioned the inaccuracies. I feel like it lacks some detail, and ultimately you only get one generic Rohirrim soldier, which is a big letdown if you ask me. We need more guys for that army. But that Eomer figure sure is beautiful. Now let's transition and talk about the prices of this set. Now, the unadjusted for inflation value of $30 for 257 pieces was perfect, especially considering it had 6 minifigures. I think adjusted for around 40 isn't that bad. I think that would fly in today's LEGO market. However, unfortunately, the aftermarket prices on this set are horrendous, about $175-ish sealed. That is a massive jump from the original $30 retail, and it's not that much better used, around $125. So honestly, if you plan on getting this set, I would suggest getting it sealed so all your pieces are in good condition, but it's hard for me to recommend going on eBay or Bricklink and purchasing it for how much it is worth today. Overall, I love about 3/4 of this set, I truly do, but there are some major flaws that cannot be ignored. If you're catching my drift, that's why this set is going to get the rating of a 7.5 out of 10. Still extremely favorable, but it's not one of the best LEGO Lord of the Rings sets. But those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, while you're at it, please like this video, comment on this video, check the description to find me on social media. Please consider subscribing to this channel and hitting that bell for new video notifications, and also become a channel member. Lots of exclusive content will be dropping over there soon. It's worth it, I swear. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Peace out, God bless, bye-bye.